Hey everyone, it is Fitz with the Daily Delivery. Hope you're well. I'm good, although there's apparently going to be a blizzard tonight. I don't accept that. Kansas State basketball wisely left town. Yeah, the game was pre-scheduled, but it worked out well for them. They play Wednesday night at Cincinnati. Coverage at GoPowercat. So let's stay away from a little hoops today and talk about the world of college athletics and the ACC coming to some kind of closure with all the lawsuits that have been going around in that conference. We'll talk about that right after I remind you that you need to subscribe to this YouTube channel because I talk about this stuff. I talk about K-State, I talk about all kinds of stuff, and we got all kinds of great coverage. All kinds. Thank you. Florida State and Clemson sued the you-know-what out of the ACC, and the ACC sued them. It was a battle between members in its own conference, and it was ugly. And I think Florida State and Clemson had a right to be mad, but also, you know what? Conferences pool their resources. That's always what it's been. Here's what we bring in, we pool it, we're conference together in this. Well, that's not necessarily true going forward for the ACC. They created a pool of money that those programs, primarily football, we don't know the split between football and basketball, that appear on TV, get good ratings, and bring in the eyeballs to the conference, will get a greater share of that pool of money. So if schools such as Florida State, Clemson, North Carolina, Miami, and others might be gaining money from the ACC pile of cash, if that's what it is from ESPN, what happens to the other schools? Well, they get less. And getting less in this environment of college athletics could be devastating to some ACC schools. I pose this question: how do you pay for $21.5 million in revenue sharing when your own conference might be cutting your own revenue by about $8 million a year? It's going to be brutal. And this only lasts, of course, through the rest of this TV deal for the ACC, which ends 2031. So around 2029, about 4 years from now, we're going to see this all start to warm up. This worked out great for Florida State and Clemson. They didn't get everything they wanted, but they got the primary thing, more money. And they also got a lowered exit fee when that time comes, because it seems now that unless the Big Ten and SEC decide just to stand pat, that we're going to see a whole nother round here, and it might be the ACC getting pulled apart. Now, the ACC's talked recently about merging with the Big East, which is a dreadful move if you're a football school, because that further brings in less football contributors. Maybe it improves your basketball product, but it strikes me that that might be a defensive measure by the ACC to protect its future as more of a basketball conference than a football conference. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure where Florida State and Clemson will end up, but I know this: I don't think they want to be in the ACC beyond the current rights deal. We'll find out if that impacts the Big 12 at a later date. We'll find out if the Big 12 ends up with any ACC members in the future. We've got so much ahead of us in the next 4 years with the reinvention of college athletics, college football, and maybe expansion of the playoffs, and of course the greed grab by the Big Ten and SEC to become the only two conferences that matter. We'll see where that all falls in the future, but for now, I'm going to go get ready to watch a little K-State Cincinnati. Well, not right now, because this is Monday night or Tuesday night. I don't even know what night it is. And the game's on Wednesday, so I was just kind of talking. It's just basically what I do on this channel. Never put that together.